Finally. So I went out to an arts residency in the middle of bumfuck, Missouri. The town's name was Bell, Missouri. It was 2 hours south of St. Louis. And I had a great time. And I made a bunch of great art. But I was a terrible arts resident. And these next couple poems are about that. This is called The Weekend Just Kept Getting Longer. Because it does. Singing Queen all the way home from the Casey's General Store down Bland Avenue to the Art House. Maybe we're not the champions, but we are the night. We are alive, drunk on Beast Ice and Missouri Twilight Dew. We are vagabonds who have run out of gas money. We are scab-knee philosophers. We are fools who refuse to show up to the cubicle, but we're in God's country. And the trumpets of his angels are the blaring horns of the tractor trailers blaring down Route 89. We all have a cross to bear, and tonight it's you, weighing down our shoulders as we carry you past the post office to the back porch to smoke and laugh. The devil would find you first, haunt your bones with late night visions. After that night, we'd never see you again. What fate befell you would befall us all. The weekend just kept getting longer. Moses wasn't the only one who never made it into Canaan. We flocked to you like a shepherd. We got lost. So they're always saying, Jesus is everywhere and he's always with you. And if that's the case, that motherfucker could wait. This is called Jesus Can Wait.
Jesus can wait.
I can't believe what you told me tonight. That we came out here to clean up and see the sun for once. But it's 2 a.m., naked on a 3-day bender, sniffing speed off of Crowley books. As if railing powdered magic can save us. As if we were born for this. As if the sins of our fathers painted yellow brick roads to addiction. There's always someone on my front porch. It's either my junkie neighbor or a savior. You know I'm only letting one of them in. Jesus can wait. The devil isn't known to be patient. The monsters get you in your dreams, and that's why I never go to sleep. Stay up with me, baby. One more night. Jesus will be there in the morning. The outside will be there in the morning. The world can wait for us, don't worry. My horoscopes are highways to oblivion, so save the Hallmark cards for a soul worth saving. Can you give me a minute? There's somebody at the door.
Woo! Woo!
So where I was living in Missouri, there was like 2 things to do. You can go out and go fishing or like do speed. And like I didn't know how to fish, so I didn't really sleep a lot. And this is called Missouri, I hope I never see you again. Missouri, I hope I never see you again. Or at least that part of you dirty and anxious outside of the gas station. I hope I never see your barefoot children running through my dreams, pockets full of roses and crystal. I follow them down the country roads through creeks to vacant barns and broken light bulbs to my neighbor's kitchen table. I hope I never see the serpent of smoke that slithers from a tinfoil boat and finds its home into the chasm of where my soul once lived, but has gone on vacation, has packed up his suitcases and tore off for Rolla Airport. I may never see him again. I hope I never see your red-lit, sinister streets, the shadows panhandling outside of the supermarket, the damned rotting at the motel. From the rearview mirror, I watched my neighbor fight an invisible foe. By the time he calls for help, we're on an interstate highway, and the only way to look is ahead.
Woo!
One more. I would do 2 more. This is when the party's over. We all know that time. When the party is over, when all the bottles clink empty, when all the ashtrays are filled, when all the eager are now asleep, we will stumble over the mounds of our friends. Huddled along the dirty floors of damnation, we will search the tables for anything to keep us going, anything to keep our hope alive, and we will stagger homebound to our studios as the only souls alive in God's country. There are no saints awake at this hour. There is no innocence left at 3 a.m. The devil plays his fiddle behind the moon, our soundtrack of another milestone to oblivion. The gurus who haunt this hallowed hour know nothing but sin, but our hands aren't clean either. We are matchsticks, burnt out, heading to ash. We were bright souls, but we traded them to come, or to dance, or to sing poesy at the graveyards of our own futures. We are the moment, and we will find what we're looking for. At another trashed out house, or another broken down back porch, till we forget what we're looking for, and our shadows haunt the empty streets like specters, desperate for a kiss from the sun. When the party is over, when all the lovebirds have coupled up, when all the songs have been sung, when all the smiling faces have fallen solemn, we will still be hurting, we will be trying to survive. I'm gonna do one more poem.
I don't want to do like crazy.
And this poem, so my day job, I'm a butcher. And it's an interesting job, to say the least. And it's about that. It's called We're Cooking and We're Not Even Chefs, for Rich Heiner. Enough of this, and you cure the longing. Enough of this, and you can find yourself building mountains out of piles of dust, building meaning from the endless despair. But with this, we are not broken. We are constellations of trauma and loss. We are cogs in a sinister corporate machine. We are doing just fine until the drugs are gone. But even swan songs have gentle melodies, so we hum and laugh and stumble over the words like it's not the only damn song we know. We live by the golden rules of the ones before us. What goes on in this room stays in this room. And you're not a junkie if you're wearing your work boots. And at the counter in the closet isn't for eating, but for following lines to their own conclusions. Just like we're doing, following each balloon to heaven. In the blood on the floor, our reflections paint scarlet vignettes of better men who greet each morning clean and innocent, praying to their 12-step totems. But that life was never meant for us. We were born to drink our pain from the work nights, to climb out of the gutter where we were born, to make the whole damn neighborhood proud, to greet each morning with our heads above our hauntings. The real truth is something that can't be spoken. The sins of our fathers are scarred on our souls. We built ourselves up from the ruins of other men's dreams. You can clean up your act, but your eyes will carry the burden. And ours hold the stories that only come out at night when the party is over and our work boots are off and the liquor outweighs our reservations. At twilight is when the dogs come out of the men and we can curse the heavens and tilt our hats to hell, and the silence that befalls us will say it all. Thank you guys for your time. It's been a pleasure.